Hey there, I'm Melissa Batt, the host of Priorities on Purpose, a podcast for overwhelmed women who are tired of going through the motions. You know there has to be more to this life than the cycle of numbing out, scrolling social media, exhausting yourself with a never-ending to-do list, and still feeling like a failure at the end of the day. You have hope that tomorrow will be different, and I'm here to help you make sure that it actually is. I'm a Christian life coach, and on this podcast, we talk all about intentional living, mental health struggles, and tangible ways to be the best versions of ourselves with Jesus at the center. I promise to be your hype girl and biggest cheerleader as I share simple strategies to help you get out of your rut, eliminate distractions, and live the life you were created for. Are you ready to go beyond existing and learn how to truly live? Put your earbuds in and let's get to it, friend.
Hey, friends. Welcome back to another episode of Priorities on Purpose. Today, I'm sharing a portion of a powerful conversation with a previous coaching client that hits on what the church is really meant to be and what it looks like when we take the practical steps toward the God-sized dreams He's put on our hearts. We talk about how the church should be more like a hospital than a showcase for perfect people and why it matters to show up for the misfit, the hurting, and those who feel out of place. You'll hear about the tension between putting on a facade versus being honest about our struggles, and how judgment inside the church can push people away from God rather than draw them. And here's the part I really want you to catch. Living out a God-sized dream doesn't happen overnight. Sometimes it starts with something as simple as opening your home, inviting someone to sit on the floor, or meeting at a coffee shop or a park. Those small, faithful steps matter, and they're often the very thing God uses to build the bigger vision. When we are trying to live out our God-sized dreams, so many times we see the long-term vision, but we forget about what the very next step is. So if you've ever felt like you're not ready, or you've been waiting for the perfect time to begin, this episode will encourage you to take the step that is right in front of you. Let's dive in.
We are called to show up in the church to disrupt and show up for those who don't look like the religious, who don't, because the religious is going to come in there like hoity-toity, like they got their crap together.
Yeah.
And what does that do to somebody who comes in recognizing they have issues?
Yes. And it's funny that you say that because, my old boss told me that his church needs help because the people in his church look down on the people that come in there high. He said there's a guy that comes in there high that will just wave his hands around or whatever, and they talk down on him and then they leave. And I said the fact that guy even came into church shows that he is being guided and he needs help. He actually came into God's house, whether he was high or not. He recognizes that he needs the presence of God in his life. I said, so instead of people judging him for how he's praising God the way he praises God, they need to go to him and pray for him. And that reminded me of whenever you said that. Yes.
Yeah. Well, and it's true. Like, we are the misfits.
Yes.
And, the church is supposed to look more like a hospital.
Yes. Yes.
I'm currently reading a book by a pastor who I've read some of his books. I love him. It's called Steps. And it's by John Orber. The book is Steps. And it's basically talking about the 12-step program, 12 steps.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now for my church for Celebrate Recovery. I'm just now starting to do that.
Okay, so he's talking about how the church should look more like a Celebrate Recovery or a 12 steps. But the people that go to 12 steps, like, one of the things he talks about is like, you have the sanctuary where everyone comes in looking pretty, like they got it all together. And then these recovery programs normally happen in the basement. And it's like where people go that they can just be themselves and show all the stuff.
Yes. Yes.
It looks more like a hospital. It's people who are broken who aren't afraid to say they're broken.
Yes.
The people in the sanctuary, they're broken. They got their stuff.
they're just pretending,
That
they have this
there's-
facade on like they're perfect.
Yes.
And so when people like you and me show up and we're in the sanctuary,
yes,
it invites the other people that come in off the streets who are coming because they recognize they need a savior. When
yes,
people want to have a relationship with God or know about God, one of the first things I think they do is they go into the church. Well, if the church is full of the people that are putting on the facade, what is that going to do to the people that are coming in seeking God?
exactly.
It's
going to
going
push them
to
away.
push them away.
Yes. Yes.
That's not helping them.
No, it's
That is
not at all.
kingdom building.
No. And that's why on my journey, I've been praying to God to show me a building of my own to where I can open it up. Because every time I talk to somebody about going to church, that's what they tell me. They said they don't feel welcome or they feel judged or whatever it may be. And that's what my dreams are, is to open up a building, no matter how big or small it is, to let people come in and be welcomed in there, no matter what you look like, what you're wearing, how you act. If you're high, come in anyway, because we can get you clean. We can pray with you. I just want people to feel that welcoming that they deserve to feel whenever they feel lost. I want them to feel that there are people out there that care no matter what.
So in the meantime, before you get this building, you
Mm-hmm.
show up in the service of the church that you attend, and
Yes.
you be that person
Yes.
with a heart for the people coming in. Be looking for them because you will spot them.
Yes.
You know
Yes.
them.
Uh-huh.
And
Yeah.
so when you see them, you make a beeline to be like, hey, I'm so happy that you're here.
Yes.
And in the same time, you have to be careful, because I know for myself, like I still struggle with a little bit of rejection. So I'm not going to want to make friends with the people that are in the facade.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I want to challenge you to buck that a little bit when you
Okay.
want to hide, or you feel not
Yeah.
good enough because
Yeah.
they are so religious and hoity-toity.
Yeah.
You go up and help them because they need to be friends with you. So
Yes.
you can show them what they don't see.
Yes.
And they do have something to offer as well.
They do. They
And
do. I
they
mean, we
do.
have to be open to getting the help and getting the advice just as much as they are being open to getting the help and getting the advice.
Same time, when you like introduce yourself and say, hey, I'm Christy,
Yes.
give them the opportunity. And just like in scripture, when Jesus called the disciples out, he said, you go to this house and you tell them who you are. And if they invite you in,
you bless
then you
them.
stay.
Yes.
If they don't, you dust your feet off and keep going.
Yes. Yes.
So you do that.
Yes.
And that's how you make that impact in the now, instead of waiting for the day that you get a building.
Right. That's true.
Like we can get so caught up in the vision of where God's taking us that we forget that there's work to do right here in this moment.
Yeah.
You got to be where your feet are. You also said, and this is the last thing I'm going to say, you said in your apartment, you thought about having a Bible study or something like that. That sounds like your step. Like, why haven't you done it yet?
I don't have anywhere for anybody to sit.
Can they not sit on the floor?
Yeah, but I'm more than willing for them to do that. But like I said, there's a lot of judgmental people out there. So
BYOC, bring your own chair.
I like that. I like that. Yes. Yes.
First of all, that to me, like, again, it sounds like it can look like hospitality. You want them to be welcome.
Yeah.
But also you want to give them the perfect atmosphere, which probably has a little bit of pride in there.
Yeah. I mean, I actually didn't think about that until you just asked me that question. So that just popped up in my head for some reason.
Also think about the people that you're wanting to reach. Like, you were
they're not going to care. Yeah, I do.
They're not going to care.
Yes, yes.
But also, you could do it at a Panera. You could do it at a park.
Oh, that's right.
There's lots of other opportunities. You could do it outside. You could do it anywhere. I feel like that's the step that God gave you.
Yeah.
Like, you're trying to get from here, like point A to point Z.
Yes.
But you first need to get to B.
Yes. Yes.
And so I feel like that's one of the things that we'll talk about in our coaching and as we get started weekly.
That's awesome. Yes, I'm definitely down for that because I need it. I do need it. I do.
Yeah. I'm so excited. Thank you so much for coming on and talking.
Oh, thank you so much for inviting me.
Hey, friend, that's it for this episode. If you found value, I would love it if you could take a couple of seconds and leave me a quick review. While it may seem super simple, it is so beneficial and gives me the opportunity to help more women. Also, take a screenshot and share it on social media with your biggest aha today. Don't forget to tag me at Melissa Batt Official so we can connect. Thank you so much for listening. And until next time, friend, keep walking it out one baby step at a time because God's got you.